Good evening. How are you? How are you? I'm fine. I'm fine. How are you? Have you ever noticed how that's kind of just becomes automatic? You just go, yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm alright. Anyway, actually think about it. Hannity, how are you? I haven't seen you for a few days. One sec. Hey Noz, Nola, haven't seen you either. How are you? How are you? So how is that question? Please answer me. How are you? Give me a thumbs up. Give me I am fine if you want to be like I was saying, you were a bit robotic about it. Yeah, I'm fine. We haven't really thought about it. Yeah, I'm fine and I'm alright. You know what I mean? Sometimes I say I've had better days. And most people are like, what? He might be a bit moody. But it's honest some days, right? It's honest, yeah? I just prefer that. I just prefer someone to be real. I don't know if you feel the same way. Sarah, happy to see you in the house. How are you? So, answer me this question. All you guys are in here. What's the hashtag Health Wealth Life Day 56? What's the main thing, main insight? Relax. Thanks, Nola. What's the main thing or the main insight that you've gotten from these conversations? Jeffrey, good to see you, mate. Hope you're having a great weekend. And Tara, good chatting earlier on. Hope you're having a good day also. So what's the number one insight? What's the main thing that's stuck in your mind? What have you thought, wow, that was really useful? What was it? You know, we've talked about lots of food like we talked about the other day. Scoff yourself thin. Talked about how you can eat certain foods and still lose weight. Nola, thank you for sharing. Sharing is caring. Lets me know I'm sharing some good information that you're happy to share. So let me know if I say anything that resonates with you. Give me a share, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. I'm sticking out of my study time. Okay, good thing to do in your study time. Let's see if we can boost up some energy and really get you in an amazing state to learn and to absorb absolutely everything that you hear when you're studying, Hannity. Mindset. So yeah, absolutely. Mindset is core of everything. That's why I always start with a little bit of mindset. Setting your state, setting your mindset. Thinking more about every thought and action. Keep it positive and focused. Brilliant. These are all good things I like to hear. So they help whenever we go in to do something else. If we're going into our next conversation, if we're going into the gym for a workout, or going to play a sport, if we're going out for dinner, if we're going to meet a friend or a loved one, all this good stuff, right? Mindset, mindset, mindset. And we talked about activities, right? Focusing on activities rather than the result. So rather than trying to muscle a result or muscle things the way we want them to be, rather than that, focus on what's the activities that I need to do to get me there. So let's say body transformation, rather than going, I just want a body transformation. I just want my body to look, I just want an 8-pack. I just want a great bum, you know, whatever it is. You do the activities. You know, I need to exercise 4, 5, maybe 6 times a week. If you've got it structured, I need to eat a certain way. I need to sleep a certain way in a certain amount. Rose, good to see you. And those are the activities. And once we stack the activities, then the results come automatically. So today, I want you to think back for a moment and think about the first time you drove, your first driving lesson. Could you do it? Were you good at it? I weren't. I'm a great driver now, but you know, very modest. But when I first got in the car, I can clearly remember, I think, how the hell am I going to do all this? Am I going to look in the mirror every 3 seconds and change gear with my left foot, accelerate with the right foot, make sure this car's not crashing into me, do the gear stick? How am I going to do all this? I couldn't figure it out. But now, like when you drive, if you're a driver, like I am, you can do it. I can have a conversation. I could be on the phone, hands free, mind you. The other is illegal. So be on the phone, driving, doing the window, see a friend out the window. You know, I could do all these things. It's automatic now. But the first time I did it, it was a nightmare. And I thought, I'm crap at this. I don't know if I'm ever going to get it. It looks too hard. What about the first smartphone you had? You know, sometimes our parents, if we look at them and give them a smartphone or something digital, we get a reminder of, whoa, something's brand new. And we don't know how, you know, there's fear of doing it wrong or going to the wrong place. All of that going on. Remember this first smartphone? Do you remember what it was? Or your first phone even. Do you remember what your first phone was? Pop it in the comment box below. Let me know. What was mine? It was probably a Nokia of some kind. Like that big brick. It was like a brick, you know. Looked like a yuppie, kind of a big brick on the side of my face talking on that. And what about first time you went to the gym? What about the first time you went to the gym? Can you remember that? You didn't know all the exercises. You didn't know exactly what you was doing. but you're having a go and you're not sure if you're doing it right. And sometimes people are stopped before they start. You know, doing the first thing is not really starting. That's just experiencing it once. Once you decide you're going to do something, let's talk about body transformation again, or getting your body to look Motorola Flare. Yeah, I remember those. And committing to changing your body shape or changing your mindset is a long-term process, a marathon. It's not a sprint. You can't just go one time, bang, done. You've got to go for a long time. And because we're crap at it to begin with, a lot of people will give up. And that's the point I want to bring across today. That's had a great conversation with a client of mine who was talking about someone they know, and they won't exercise, they won't do certain activities because they're not very good at them, and it makes them feel weak, and they feel bad about it, and that stops them. But that's what I want to get clear on today. A bit of a distinction. That, listen to this. This is really important, right? You still got a brick road. Time to upgrade. Smartphones now. So this is what I want to implant today. This is the real gist of the message. So it doesn't matter how good or bad you are to begin, but don't stop from starting. All right. So it's what I wanted to say. One sentence which captures it really well. It's very difficult to look good when you're getting better at something. It's very difficult, near on impossible, to look good when you're getting better at something. Give an example. So if I'm trying to increase my personal best in the squat in the gym, I'm going to look a little bit ragged, just a little bit, because I'm pushing my boundary. I've not done that before. I've not mastered that before. Same thing for any exercise or movement or anything you do. Maybe these videos, right? Maybe I'm going to look back on these videos in a year's time, 2 years' time, and think, oh, you know, what a mess. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm pretty happy with them, to be honest. It's real. There's nothing high-tech about it. It's just real, and I'm just sharing honestly. But maybe I'll look back and think, wow, I was such an amateur, and I could have been doing this and this better, and I did this badly. Maybe. But in the gym or in a relationship, in a business, so you start out on the business, and I realise I've got much better at a few of my businesses over the last few years, over the last year even. I've improved dramatically over the last year. But if I didn't keep going, if my first few experiences, my first 4, 5, maybe 10 times where I thought, wow, that's crap, if I stopped and thought, I'm crap, I'm not going to do it, and I feel a bit bad about it because I am crap at it, and that makes me feel bad, I'm going to stop, then I would never get good at anything. I would never get good at it. If anyone who looks good at something has gone through looking bad at it, every master was once a disaster. Yeah, every champion was once a chump, maybe, but every master was once a disaster. Rings very true. It's hard to look good when you're getting better. Exactly. It's near on impossible to look great when you're getting better at something. You're going to, say you're walking a tightrope, you're going to fall off maybe the first 20, 50, 100 times, right? But you keep doing it, you'll eventually make it across, however long that is. And then once you do that 100 times, now you can start doing juggling or catching, throwing, spinning, whatever. You're going to get better at it. I used to take my notes, read, and do massage on my friends. I explain for them. Well, all at the same time. So you're doing massage and you're taking notes and reading. That's pretty cool. So it's very hard to get to look good when you're getting better at something. So that is what I want to put across today. That is the main message, and I really hope that rings true for you, because what it will bring about is it will, one, get you over that fear of getting into the gym, maybe, whatever it is. You might have another excuse, I just don't have the energy. But really deep down, if we dig a bit deeper, we might think, I just don't feel comfortable in there. I don't feel confident in there. And that's the beauty of having a PT. But that's another conversation. But it doesn't matter. Just get in there, learn. Lots of people feel that way, but they're just covering it up. And once you do that 5, 6, 10 times, you'll be all right. You'll be good in there. You'll be good to go. So I really want to put that across. And, for instance, let's talk about diet for a moment. You might think, right, I'm going to eat clean. I'm going to keep it perfect. And then you're like 3 days in and someone goes, cake. You go, yes. And you're off. right? You've had some cake, and now you've had it, and you think, oh, I feel sick, feel bloated, don't feel good for that cake. Tastes great, but I wish I hadn't done it. All right, back on the horse. Boom, get back on it. Get back on it. That's a wobble. That's looking not so good when you're getting better. And what will happen is when you go through that transformation and on a diet plan, on a diet course, when you're in a group, it really helps, by the way. And when you're looking at focusing in on your keeping your diet clean, you'll have some wobbles. But what will happen is you'll go 3 days, have that wobble, and you think, oh, I'm really disappointed. And if you're in that group and you're in the right people around you, you'll get straight back on. Then you'll go 4, maybe 5 days, and then you'll have another little bit of a wobble. I had some sugar in my coffee or something like that. And you'll be like, oh, I'm disappointed about that. But it's less than the other one, and it's longer than the other one. Now you've gone a week. Now when you hit the week, you're like, oh, okay, all right. Now that was a challenge to manage that week. I really felt close to breaking it at points in that week, but I made it. I'm not gonna mess up now. You drag it another day. You've gone 8 days, 9 days, and then it goes on like that. And that's how you build it. I would what's the word? I would compare all those skills with a muscle. So if you want to build a muscle, you've got to keep working it until you build that muscle up and develop it. And it's the same with your mindset, and it's the same with your emotions, I believe, and it's the same with sticking to a plan and getting better at anything. You've got to build it up over time. All right, cool. That's the little message. So don't allow you not being great at something now to stop you from starting. Make sense? And don't forget to never remember. Think about that one. So that is the message today. It's very hard, near on impossible to look great when you're getting better at something. Don't let that stop you. Keep going. If it's in the gym working out, you look like a moron when you're doing exercises, don't worry about it. Keep going. In 6 months' time, you're going to look like an expert, because you will be. If it's keeping clean on your diet, you keep falling off the wagon, don't worry about it. Just get straight back on, get with the right people around you, get back on, and in 6 months' time, you'll be looking absolutely amazing and feeling even better. If it's in your business, you know, you're wobbling, you think, wow, it's not really working out, just get back on, keep listening, keep reading, keep having good conversations with the right people, keep asking the right questions, and you'll get there. It's near on impossible to look good when you're getting better at something. That's the message. Driving that home today. All right, that's the insight for today. Let me know what you think about that. Pop some comments in the box below. Give me a share. Help me get this message out. Maybe it will help at least one other person. I'd be absolutely stoked if that's the case. Give me a thumbs up if anything I've said resonate with you. Hannity, thank you for the share. Really appreciate that. And that's it for today. Remember, we'll all get better with practice. Practice, practice. Great practice. Perfect practice makes perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. So we don't have to be perfect to begin. We can be wobbly. We can be crap. Just keep going and we'll all get better together. All right. That's it, guys. Cool. And I will be running a body transformation, a 7-week body transformation. It's a course I've run before. This is going to be a purely online program. And anyone who's interested, just type interested in the box below. I've had a couple of 2-3 conversations already with people who really want to get involved. So I'm excited about that and to build that up and help people master that. So if you're interested, write interested below. Pamela, good to see you. Hope you're well. Hope all is going according to plan. And Oni, we haven't had a chat for a while. Jumping in on the chat. How are you? Hope you're well, mate. So give me a thumbs up, give me a share. If you've just joined, we're just finishing. So scoot back to the beginning of the video and check that out. It's a really important message in there that I've filmed for you. I really want you to get the message. It's really important. It's very difficult, near on impossible, to look good or look great when you're getting better at something. And we keep getting better at something by repetition. Remember driving, remember the first smartphone, remember first time going in the gym, all this stuff. Anyway, scoot back to the beginning. That's the Nolo, I'll send it across to you now. I'll send you a little video and it'll introduce it and we'll have a chat about that and develop it. And that's coming soon. So keep that in mind, and I'm going to make another video tomorrow, I plan to, about a really nice business insight where you can take a free test on this scorecard. And it gives you a nice little report, and it's all free, completely free. It's a business mentor of mine. It's really good if you've got your own business then type business in and let me know that you're interested in that, and I'll make sure I'll get it across to you. But I'll do that tomorrow. Have a nice evening, everyone. Nola, have an amazing evening as well. I'll send you a message now. And remember, always, always, always remember that happy is a skill that you can learn, and this is a better way to bring out your personal best. Let's go get some health wealth. Let's take the world with us. Take great care of yourself and everyone around you. And I'll see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. And bring a friend. Invite a friend to the party. Have an amazing day and evening wherever you are. Take care, guys.